Alright, what's up everybody? Full stream here. And first off, I know I'm using my overlay that I usually use on my stream, but it's because my camera's not too great to begin with, and if it was full screen it'd be super blurry. You'd see even more pixels than you're looking at right now, and I thought it'd be a little bit more annoying than it would be helpful, especially since this is just an intro to my video, which I'm about to talk about right now. In the video that you'll see that I'll cut to in a second, I'll explain more about what the series and what this episode is about and how I plan to just put content out. But I just wanted to let you guys know as a quick disclaimer, it's not very well put together. Don't expect too much editing skills put into it because I'm not an editor by any means. This is my first time doing it. I just want to start getting content out. This will hopefully motivate me to continue doing it. Even if the quality stays the same, hopefully what the content offers is somewhat helpful or by any means, hopefully. And like I said, I just want to get content out. I want to let you guys know before you guys saw it. It's going to be randomly me cutting in between games that I think I talked the most efficient or the most helpful to you guys, and maybe did something cool. It's not really a plays montage by any means. It's just me playing the game, playing a character, and understanding or explaining, I should say, what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So, but yeah, like I said, I'll explain that again in a second. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, I'll let you guys get to it now. See you then. Hello everybody, full stream here, and this is going to be my first video of a series that is basically going over every character, or how I play them, how I approach the character, and the different styles of play I can see that are viable for each character. And that's basically going to be the series. It's similar to a For Glory type of video for Smash 4, if you ever watch one of those, where the YouTuber or the player will just play the character for a while and explain why they do things, what they think of the character overall, and so on and so forth. So that's going to be my plan here. I was just going to go online at first and just play randoms and explain my thoughts, but a second ago, It's a Cat invited me, and he said he wanted to play. I told him I was going to be making a video, so if you wouldn't mind taking part in that, we can definitely play. He said sure. And it makes sense anyway because we have great ping, as you can see. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to be doing Raster for this episode, I suppose, since it's going to be a series about each character. And I figured it makes sense. My first one was Raster. So let's get started. So one first thing I want to mention about Raster is his slipstream and how it increases his ability to win the neutral by a lot, just because of speed helps whenever you're trying to win neutral, because it's less reaction time that your opponent can catch up to you, really. Or not catch up to you, but react to your options, I mean. So his slipstream helps him on the ground with his wave dash and in the air just with his speed. Even his running speed is increased. So a good place to usually put your slipstream is somewhere where you can do both, where your aerial mobility is changed and increased, as well as your wave dash speed. So doing a short hop slipstream isn't a bad idea at all. You don't want to do it too high so that you miss, or yeah, you could go too high and you're out of wave dash speed. But you also don't want to do it too low all the time, because they'll be able to start parrying it. Like I think right here, oh yeah, this is, as you can see, it's right on the tip of my ears. But my ears. Wait a second, does Raster have ears? No, never mind. We're gonna go. I was gonna say that. Anyway, it was right near the top of my head, but I wasn't in slipstream range. So that was a bad height. It was just high enough to be out of range. So that's not good. But this height is pretty good. This is where you want it. And with your slipstream, you have more control of wave dash. Like your dash dancing is increased, obviously. And he has to throw out moves just to try and guess when I'm going to come in. And even though Raster's slipstream speed or his wave dash speed in slipstream was decreased, well, I got hit by that rock. It's still a pretty big threat, to be honest. But that's fine. I think that's how it should be. I don't think he should have no benefits in there, or in the slipstream, in regards to his wave dash speed. So that's the first thing I just wanted to mention, is how important your slipstream is in that regard. It's also important in opening the opponent up on the ground and in the air. And they both have different purposes. So on the ground, if you want to use it, here, I'll do it right here. Let's say, alright, he's gonna land, and then I'm gonna side B, but he jabbed me out of it, which is good. The way side B used to work, let's say, I don't even remember how many times ago, a while ago, was that it would cause you to be in a state where you couldn't act right out of it, but now you can act immediately out of side special, which is good for the opponent because they can parry immediately, and that makes it so that running up, side specialing in their face, and then fairing isn't that great of an option anymore. It's all about mixing up their timings and throwing them off. Let's see what happens here when I do it. I'm not gonna do it at the beginning because he might try and parry it. It's pretty predictable at that point. But what you saw there is I side specialed in his face. I was able to get an air off. I just didn't attack immediately because I didn't want to get hit by his jab or whatever move he would throw out. So it really just changes it from being like a guaranteed follow-up to a, like, I guess kind of a 50-50, but it's really just a closer reset of the neutral, really. You can definitely use it to try and make some space though, which is good. The other use for it, I'll try and show here, is in the air. You can try and continue combos, or just strings in general, in the air. So if he's DIing out like he should, Alright, you saw there I used side special in the air. I hit him with the side special and I was able to get an up air out. Now the same rule applies though, where they can act out of it still. But not everyone is going to be able to act out of it every time, depending on how close I am when I use it and how fast their fastest aerial comes out. So the one who would have the most ease with it would be Zetaburn, right? Because Zetaburn Shine comes out, I want to say frame 1, but I could just be completely wrong about that. It comes out really fast, nonetheless. Ooh, that was good. I tried to go through the platform, but I messed up. Anyway, so depending on how you think they'll react fast enough or what their fastest move is, you may want to not try and follow up on every side special you land on them. And that's a lot of what I have to say about side special. Some of its like niche uses would be using it on a platform like this and dash attacking off. Ooh, I almost didn't get that off. Which gives you a nice momentum boost. Because you would have that anyway. Oops. You would have a dash attack momentum boost nonetheless. But you can see there that I can ledge cancel with the slipstream off of dash attack. Alright, I just realized I'm losing now. Let me a little bit focus more on the gameplay. Alright, so I saw he was trying to pick up a rock, or I figured that's what he was going to do. Cause what I have been doing to recover is I kind of go low. So he's been picking up rocks whenever I try and do that as well. He likes to pick up rocks whenever he thinks he's safe or we're a good distance apart. Oh, he assumed I was gonna DI out, I'm guessing. Oh, nice. Oh, he got me. I think I'm dead. No? I should be now. No? This is crazy. I think that worked. That's pretty funny. So, I wasn't talking that much in the very end, so I was trying to focus a little bit more when it was kind of too late, but I guess it wasn't too late, so it kept working. But I think that's all I have to say about slipstream in general. There are neat little approach options you can do with it off of your dash attack. See, like I wasn't using my dash or my slipstream and that dash attack animation on the top platform, but it's still good. It's a great momentum like boost, and it's not easy to react to, or it's not easy to react to as long as you don't do it all the time, and you don't make it predictable. Like he might have even predicted it there. That's why I put the rock there and you down specials. Alright, so let's talk about continuing combos in general. Or I'll talk about the neutral game a little bit more. So, the big part of winning neutral is throwing out your safest moves in general in a smart situation. So, Raster's moves, like his forward air, his up air, his down air, and even his back air, all his aerials are... Oops. So nice. All of his aerials are big, but all of his aerials, except for his back air, don't have any disjoint. And that means that his hurt box extends beyond his hitbox, which is true. So like, his fair, his up air, and his... Well, his fair and his up air in particular have like negative disjoint, where the hurt boxes go beyond the hitbox. So it's big, and that's good because it's a big move, so it covers a lot of area. But that just means another move can beat it out easier because of how far his hurt box extends. His bear has has disjoint that's pretty good for a few frames, but for the rest of the move, it's basically just his foot, the edge of his foot, that has the disjoint. His down air is basically, it doesn't have really any disjoint, but it doesn't have any like negative disjoint either. It's just both. I'm pretty sure you can say barely, like it has disjoint. His hitbox goes beyond it just by a little bit, but not enough to be significant. I'm trying to say. With that in mind, you want to use your jumps to your advantage. If you've ever seen me on stream or asked me a question on stream and I'm explaining something about Raster, when people ask me, a big part of what I say is use your jumps to your advantage, because it can help you a bunch, and they will help you a bunch, because everybody in this game only has 2 jumps except for Raster, and that is a big game changer because that changes the way you can win neutral dramatically. I can bait out, and I mean that in the sense that I can bait out a move easier because I have more jumps. I'll try and do it after I break this rock. Oh wait, I shouldn't have broken it with, I meant to do a jab. Well, real quick, I'll just try and note what I did right there is recovering with Tornado is good if you can mix it up well. And so it's really hard to cover, to be honest, because I can fastball it and I can control how fast I rise it. So I don't know. And then also, if it finishes on the ground, it has very little landing lag. So that's really helpful for us. But back to what I was saying about baiting out moves. I'm going to jump once and approach him. I saw that he went for a nair. I'm going to do it again, except after it gets a rock. Okay, basically, he's always reacting on my first or second jump. Oh wait, what? I didn't fall. I meant to fastball the platform. Anyway, alright, drop through the platform. But nonetheless, he's pretty basically, he throws out an aerial, or he'll grab a rock or something on my first jump. So I just need to be careful after my first jump and see what he does. Alright, threw out an unsafe smash, so I'm going to try and get as much damage as possible. Oh! I reacted really late to that. I don't know why I thought it would end sooner. Or later. So I'm going to jump, see what he does. Even his nair there beat my back air because it has good range. Like, my back air is only good for if I aim it for my foot, really. But it wasn't spaced well by me. I don't think that was on purpose. So it might have been BM. Oh well. Oh snap. What I used there was my dash dance speed that I was talking about earlier to get an up special, or yeah, a special punish, which is really good, especially with the percent he was at. Oh no, I thought I would be out of range, but I guess I fared. I think he's approaching with F tilde a bunch. Like when we're grounded. Oh snap! I got hit by that. Oh, he got me. Nice. So I didn't bait out any moves enough. He was pressuring me really well with rocks, and so I needed to adjust and either just pressure him more or play smarter in how I deal with his rocks and not just run into things. Maybe I should talk about edge guarding. So one thing I did there last game was down smash. I down smashed him while he was trying to recover. And now, like right here, I'll do it again. Now why do it? Because it's a mix-up option. Not everyone's always expecting you to go out. Like, I don't do it nearly half the time. Like, I don't do it that much. And it's because when I do it, I want you to not be ready for it. Everything is a mix-up option. Everything's a mind game. Like, even that, his movement at the side be there. It was my bad for not just waiting it out, but, I mean, it was a good option that messed me up. So, the reason down smash works sometimes is because the way to beat it, or the way to counter it, is to tech it. You know, you would DI towards the, or SDI, you towards the edge. And you would tech it. But if you're not always expecting it, you're not gonna be ready to tech it all the time, so that's why I do it. Let's see. I'm gonna try to knock him off and see what I can do and explain why I do it. Nair is a good option if you really want to put someone out, like, and be able to edge guard them. Because, I don't know, it just gets them out the fastest. Oh, I missed. I should have dash attacked off the platform. I'm gonna nair him, he's gonna go flying. Sets up for... Oh! It was supposed to set up for me, getting an easy up special. But that's not what happens. So, my bad. That's bad example. Alright, he threw out dash attack. And since I'm in slipstream, like I said, oh. Kind of reaching here. Good side special immediately. Let's see. I didn't set him up for much edge guarding in that situation. Hopefully I can get some more edge guard situations on him here. I'm gonna try and send him. I tried to send him off stage with back airs, but he was able to hit me out of it. So like even Crags and Air can hit you out of your strings at good percent, or you know, at certain times, like early percentages, or if they're not close enough later on even. It's just knowing when to use them, I suppose. Alright, he's gonna recover. He grabbed a rock, so I'm pretty sure side special into F smash is pretty guaranteed. He air dodged. I'm gonna F tilde him a few times. Oh! I didn't parry. I just air dodged. Alright, rolled. Alright, got him off stage. A lot of it's just reacting to side special or to his pillar. He might pillar here. Nope. He's gonna... Oh! I didn't even know he didn't have... pillar, so I SD'd there. But what I did there, I just saw he stopped at a perfect position for me to down air spike him, which down air spike is a great tool actually. It doesn't necessarily kill, like, at all, really, unless you get the double down air spike, or if you're really close to the edge, to the blast zone. I'm going to talk about the neutral some more. I'm going to talk about as Raster, you have less combo weight than every other character except for Absent, who you have the same as, which means you can get out combos easier most of the time if you DI them out, or just correctly DI it. And that makes sense because he dies really early. So since I die earlier than people, I should also be able to get out of combos easier, which makes sense. So a lot of the times, whenever I reach like this kind of percent, I'll play a different kind of play style. I won't be the aggressor maybe, unless I feel I have really good control over the match. I'll play passive. And not like campy, but, well, maybe you would say campy, but I do it because I think it's definitely smarter if I play to my advantage at that time. And I think that could be said about any character really. You just don't want to lose your lead. You want to gain as much extra percent as possible. So right now all I'm doing is trying to recover, stay safe, and then I approached him there because he had a rock. And because he had a rock, I knew he could only throw it, and my back air at that exact angle would cover any angle he threw it at. Because for the first couple frames, it covers like where my foot is coming out from my leg at the bottom, so it has a pretty good hitbox. That's why I approached him there. He dash attacked unsafely. I threw a side B instead of parrying the down special. He threw out 3 jabs, and I rolled behind him though before the 3rd one. So he's afraid I'm gonna go for an attack. So he's gonna roll, or he's just gonna parry. In either of those cases, as long as he rolls behind me, like I did to him, I can go for an up special read. And that's what happened. Alright, this game, I'm going to talk about recovery a bunch. Or I'm going to try to, if I get put in enough edgeguard situations. So what I'm doing there is I just ran off the stage because I was running out of room. But since I have multiple jumps, I can use it as an advantage by approaching, like fading out when I'm going to actually approach. You can kind of do that while you're recovering in general. It's just fading out them as usual. That's all your jumps are for really, are good baits, and then also helps you continue combos and whatnot. So I'm gonna come up here. He's gonna throw out an unsafe move like that. I'm gonna use the back here to punish it. And I'm only playing like that because he's playing so aggressively all the time. He might dash attack here. Yeah, I didn't get a punish off. He threw out 3 jabs though, and so I was able to get an up smash off. So you always gotta play to how your opponent's playing as well. Oh, I should have been able to parry that. In the slipstream, I should be able to parry most. Let's see, I'm just gonna tornado here. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna try and make it to the top platform and then fastball it. That way he didn't know where I was gonna go. Which is exactly what happened, and I was able to recover. So the mind game I played there was what I was gonna do with tornado. I tornadoed into the wall at first. That way I had the option to mix him up more, because he couldn't. His rock was already on stage. It was already over here, so he couldn't just throw a rock down and mess me up in that way. Oh no, I think I did. Oh wait, I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. Except this time I landed on it. That was really close. He threw the rock up, I was able to get the tech off, but since something hit me, I up specialed immediately. That way I got rid of the pillar on the ground, and then I tornadoed back on stage. And he thought I was gonna fall through, so he down smash, but I didn't this time. He fared, falling. Oh, he got an air off. I think I DI'd that well too, and I still just died. Okay. So that was a good use, or that was a good example of recovery, like how to use everything you have. I think because he edge guarded me really well, like to get me out there and whatnot. I'm gonna down smash here, but he actually air dodged through it instead of getting hit, like he has been sometimes. I just double down smash because double F smash because the first one knocked him back and he has to have the lag of getting out the move and blah blah. Oops. I'm just gonna follow Tornado because he's picking up a rock. So I'm gonna try and recover at my safest point, which would be then. I'm gonna wait for his air dodge. I'm gonna up air. He DI'd in for the fair. He DI'd out that time. Oh, I didn't think he had time. I don't think he's ready for fast falling my tornado so soon. That's why I've been doing it. I'm gonna get an up tilt because that covered him landing on the platform and coming off to the side. Actually, that was a good example, I think, of I guess edge guarding but mainly recovery, as you saw in my second shot. And then in the end there, I would just send him off stage. He was a super high percent, so he was going to fly off unless he up specialed. And then I made the guess that he was going to jump. If he parried, I would have missed, or he would have parried me and I would have died. But up smashing there was a pretty safe option. This stage might be good to showcase dash attacking off platforms like I just did there. It landed me a solid setup to continue, and it's also a good way to punish, as you just saw, him picking up a rock. He has no pillar there. So that recovery, or that edge guarding, should be pretty good. Not good. It should be pretty free, almost, if you follow the eye well and know when to throw out what you're gonna, knowing when to throw out an F smash. So, because basically what could have happened there was, if I threw out another fair and he DI'd it up, I might not have been able to follow up because of my descending jumps, plus he would have been knocked far away. But there but that's what happened, so that's all coming with time, like just understanding when your opponent's gonna not start DIing in, I guess. I've started off with a dash attack off platform a few times this game already, and it's landing me some good streams. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna wave land off. Oh, I wave land off that platform. I'm recovering so I can reset my jumps. I'm gonna do it again. That's another good way to recover. Alright. He's gonna probably go off his rock or pillar or something. Oh, he got me with the fair. That was good. I'm gonna approach him, see if I can get something going before my slipstream comes back. I don't have my slipstream here, but dash attacking off the ledge is still really good. Like right there, I was able to follow up with it. Alright, and I think this should be it. Oh, but he came off. He came off the edge just enough so my special wouldn't hit, with me being grounded anyway. Oh no. I got down or off. The reason I down aired there was because it sends the opposite side of the side of my feet where it hit. So I hit him off the stage even though he was to the left of me. So that's a really good use for down air, is mixing or just switching roles of who's edge guarding who. And then after that, I up aired him, which he DI'd in because he thought if I faired him, he would go flying off the stage, or if I F smashed him, but he could react to that. If I F smashed him, he would have died if he was DIing out for sure. But he didn't go for that. He went for the DI in which the case I up smashed. So that's what led to that final kill. Let's see. I think that's going to be it. Maybe I'll come back and record some more stuff. I'm going to go over the footage though, see if it was good. Try and edit out the stuff where I wasn't talking as much or not being as helpful. But hopefully that'll be it. If this is it and that's my video, then thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me some suggestions down below. This is my first one ever. I just wanted to get some content out there. I know it's not going to be the best thing ever, but hopefully it's something that you learned from. And I know I definitely learned some things about how I think and how I process and things I should go for more often as well. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time. See ya.